Hello everybody, and welcome back to another airport update here of my fictional Cedar Rapids Airport here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is the August update here for the 1 p.m. time frame. So yeah, we'll begin right here with this DHL 737-800. This one is currently arriving in from Cincinnati, and we'll later head back out there. Here we have the World Atlantic MD-83, which is first in line, and it will be lining up after the DHL lands, and it will be heading out to Miami it will be heading out to Miami and then continuing service on to Havana, Cuba, and that will be a public charter. Our first aircraft over here in the United Gates, we have this A320, which is in from Charlotte Douglas, and it will be heading out to Providence, Rhode Island later. Now moving into our RJ gates, we have an E-175 back there, which came in on a ferry flight from Newark, and the Dornier 328 for Denver Air Connection, which is in from McCook, and it is going to be heading out to Pierre, South Dakota. And now the rest of our RJ lineup right here. We have the CRJ 200 in the Battleship Gray livery, which is in from Traverse City, and I'll be heading out to La Crosse, Wisconsin. In the middle there, we have the CRJ 700 SkyWest House livery, which is in from Rochester, Minnesota, and I'll be heading out to Omaha. And then we have the CRJ 200 in the Eva Blue livery, which came in from Moline, and it'll be heading out to Lincoln, Nebraska. Here we have this United 737-800, which is in from Minneapolis-St. Paul, and it'll be heading out to Washington Dulles. We have a United A319 right here, which came in from Bozeman, Montana. It'll be heading out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then next to that one, we have the EcoSky 737-900, and this will be heading out to Providence, Cialis, Turks and Caicos, and that is getting boarded up right now. And then over here we have the United Max 9, which that one came in from Cancun, and you'll be heading out to where should we send that one out to? We'll send it out to, let's go with Fort Lauderdale. Then we have the Continental operated United 737-200 pushing back for San Juan, Puerto Rico. Sorry about the jet bridge on this one, but we have the Herat here in New York 757-200, which just arrived in from Boston, and it will be heading out to Fittingly, Newark later. And here we have the 757-200 in the Herat here California livery, which came in from Reykjavik, Keflavik in Iceland, and it will be heading out to San Francisco. Pushing back right here, we have the United 777-300ER, and then so we'll be making the service out to Tokyo Narita. And then we have the United 767-300 and the Old Star Alliance livery, and this one will be heading, or this one just arrived in from London Heathrow. We'll be heading back out there. And we also have the Onapon Airways Star Alliance 777-300ER, and this one also arrived in from Tokyo Narita, and they'll be heading out to Tokyo Haneda. Move over into the cargo section here. We have the Singapore Airlines 747-400. This is going to be Singapore Airlines Cargo 747-400, which is in from Anchorage, Singapore Changi via Anchorage, and then we'll be heading out to Dallas later. And then here we have this UPS 767-300, which is doing the turn from Louisville. And then, sorry about my wire there, we have the FedEx MD-11, which is on the turn from Memphis. Here we have the Avelo 737-800, which is taxiing out for Burbank. Air Canada A220-300, and this one is heading out to Vancouver. Now, some of our new models here that I was awaiting to do this airport update. So we'll just say that these are delayed because these should have arrived in earlier, but we have the Korean Air 777-300. This one came in after a 3-hour delay after weather in Seoul. Then we have this Japan Airlines A350-900 in the One World livery, which came in. They had an engine issue on the port side engine, and that was also delayed 3 hours from Tokyo Haneda. So a pretty nice lineup there of these two Asian airlines. And then heading over here, we have this Aer Lingus A330-300 currently taxiing in from Dublin. I'll be pulling into the gate right between the Japan Airlines and Korean Air. Then here we have this Air Canada CRJ900, which is taxiing in. We'll be occupying the gate that the A220 just left from, and this one is arriving in from Toronto. And then our next aircraft here is this American Eagle UN-45, and this one is in from Chicago O'Hare, and it's currently taxiing back out for the flight back out to Chicago. And then here we have the WestJet 737-700, which is in from Calgary, and it'll be heading out to, this one is in from, where is it coming from? We'll say this one's in from Edmonton, actually, and we'll be heading out to Vancouver. And now we'll move on to the Southwest satellite right here, where we have the Sun Country 737-800, which is pushing back for Las Vegas. The Canyon Blue Max 8 came in from DCA and is getting serviced up for its flight out to LaGuardia. We have the 737-800 here in the Heart livery, which came in from this one came in from Orlando. We'll be heading out to Las Vegas. And we have Maryland 1, which came in from Baltimore, and it will be heading out to Kansas City. So now we move in to Terminal 1 over here. This features just a bunch of U.S. airlines. So we have the Breeze A220 right here, and this one is in from, forgot the route for this one, but I believe this one came in from Charleston, and it will be heading out now to Tampa. And then we have the JetBlue A220-300, which is in, or actually I think that was Tampa, and then we'll be heading out to Charleston. But then we have this JetBlue A220-300, which is on the turn from Boston. Spirit A319, which is in from Atlantic City. We'll be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. And the Delta A319, which is in from Salt Lake City, and it will head out to LaGuardia. Here we have the Delta CRJ-700, which is on the turn from Cincinnati. The Delta A220-100, which is about to taxi out for Minneapolis-St. Paul. And then the Delta A321, which is in from, this one's in from New York JFK, and it will now be heading out to Atlanta, Hartsfield-Jackson. Then finally over here we have the American 737-800 heading out to Miami, the America West Heritage A319, which is heading out to Philadelphia. The Alaska 737-900 will be heading out to Seattle, and More to Love, which is in from San Francisco, and it will be heading back out there on the turnaround. So yeah, that'll do it for this airport update of the Cedar Rapids Airport today. Hope you all enjoyed this one. We'll have, I'll be recording 3 airport updates in this session here, so yeah, I guess stay tuned for those airport updates. The September update should be out on time, and so should be the October one. Yeah, but that'll do it for this update, so I will see you tomorrow, and as always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.